Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello dear students and welcome to this new video. In this video, we are going to write a report. And the objective of our lesson today is find out about and describe events and experiences at an old time in the past. And for our lesson today, we got a story, a strange story. Here it is. Something very strange happened yesterday around 9 in the morning in our neighborhood. I wasn't at home at the time, but my neighbors told me everything later. I can't believe it. Do you want to hear the story? Here is what everyone said. First, there was Jim, and this is what Jim told me. It was 9 o'clock in the morning and I was watching the news on TV. I heard a big noise, so I ran out into the garden to see what was happening. I saw a strange object flying over my house. I ran back into the house to call the police. And then I heard Peter, and Peter told me this. I was taking the dog for a walk when suddenly he became very frightened and started barking. I heard a loud noise and suddenly the sky was all red. And then there was Sam, and Sam told me this. I was gardening in the back garden when a saucer-shaped object flew over my head. It landed in the garden of my neighbor. I was scared. And then I heard Sandra, and Sandra told me this. I was washing up when I saw a red light in the sky behind the trees. It was moving and flashing on and off. Helen told me this. I was drinking my morning coffee in my kitchen when I heard that loud noise. I ran outside and saw the saucer-shaped spaceship in my garden. 3 strange creatures were getting out. They had 2 heads and 4 arms. They were wearing a green uniform. One of them saw me and pointed a gun at me. There was a flash of laser and I fell down. When I woke up, the spaceship had gone. I'm sure I wasn't dreaming. Okay, let's look at this first task. The police came after the incident and asked the neighbors some questions. Can you complete the answers? Let's look at this first question from the policeman. What time did you see this strange flying object, Jim? And what were you doing at the time? Can you complete Jim's answer? I saw it at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was watching the news on TV at that time. And then the policeman asked Peter, and here is his question. And you, Peter, what were you doing at that time? I was taking the dog for a walk. Excellent. And then there was the turn for Sam. Where were you, Sam, when this strange flying object came? I was in the back garden of my house. And what were you doing? I was gardening. Exact. Perfect. Then the policeman asked Sandra. Sandra, were you in the garden when you saw the red light in the sky? No, I wasn't. I was in the kitchen. I was washing up. And then the policeman asked Helen. You are the one who saw the creatures, Helen. How many were they? And what did they look like? They were 3. They had 2 heads and 4 arms. They were wearing a green uniform. Did they talk to you? No, they didn't. They shot me with a laser gun, and when I woke up, I didn't find them. Perfect. Here is our second task. Can you identify the people in the pictures? So these are the people, they are our witnesses. Sam, Helen, Jim, Peter, and Sandra. Let's look at this first picture. Remember that lady? She was washing up in the kitchen. Who's she? Sandra, of course. Picture 2. Remember that guy? He was taking the dog for a walk. What's his name? Peter, exact. Picture 3. This guy. He was gardening. Remember his name? Yes, of course. That was Sam. And what about this guy here? What was he doing? He was watching the news. His name? Jim, yeah. And finally, this lady. Remember, she was the one who saw the creatures. What was she doing when the spaceship came? She was drinking coffee. And what's her name? Helen, of course. Perfect. Let's go on to our third task. The policeman finished his investigation, and now he wants to write a report about what happened. Look at his notes and help him write his report. And here are the notes. So read them carefully. Stop the video, and you've got 15 minutes to write a first draft, edit it, and produce a nice and beautiful report, a police report. Okay? You're done? Perfect. I'm sure you've done a great job. But let's compare what you've written with this report. Compare your report with the report below. Let's read it. Yesterday at 9 a.m., 5 neighbors heard a big noise and saw red light in the sky, and then saw a saucer-shaped flying object. Sandra was in the kitchen when she saw the red light behind the trees. She was washing up. Peter also saw the red light in the sky and heard a big noise. He was outside walking his dog. Jim was watching TV when he suddenly heard the noise. He ran out to see what it was. He saw the strange flying object and quickly called the police. Sam was in the garden when he saw it. He was gardening, but only Helen saw the 3 creatures when she ran outside after the noise, because the spaceship landed in her garden. They had 2 heads and 4 arms. They were wearing a green uniform. They shot Helen with a laser gun. When she woke up, she found nothing. Very nice. Thank you for watching, and good luck.